So what time do you normally finish work?
When I sleep off. When I sleep off. No, since we moved house, obviously we got married. She's like, let's go to bed. So like typically 12, 1.
Yeah.
But before when I was like, just me,
Yeah.
I don't sleep off my desk most times.
That's crazy.
It's like when I sleep off, I wake up, oh it's 5, time for gym, let's go. Because we always ask like, when I start posting my YouTube, people are like, oh, what's your bedtime routine? I'm like, bro, half the time I sleep off.
Yeah.
I wake up like, oh shit.
No, when you was posting, I was just like, I used to look at the times and I was like, wait. I'm looking and thinking, he's in the gym, he's a 5 a.m. person. Or even earlier than that, depending on what gym. Then I'm looking, I'm looking at the timestamps and I'm saying, wait, this don't make no sense.
No sleep.
Yeah. How do you function though?
I think what helps me is obviously boarding school in Nigeria, we're up at 5 in harsh conditions. You know when the light
Boarding school in Nigeria is prison.
The light goes up at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
So it's like from 9 till 5, there's no light.
Yeah.
No fan. It's just your mosquitoes fighting. People ask me how do I sleep off so easy because you get back from obviously prep by like let's say 8 or 9.
Yeah.
The gen's off at 10. Between 9 and 10 if you don't fall asleep, you ain't gonna sleep.
You ain't gonna sleep.
So I train my body like, you know what, before that gen goes off, I got to sleep because
mosquitoes are
you're
draining your blood.
100%.
Nigerian mosquitoes are vampires.
Bro, real mosquitoes, not the shit.
The ones here don't really come after you. They're on a diet.
Those ones, man. So yeah, I just have to train myself to sleep quick. Because you can be talking to me like this, my wife will talk to me like this, she turns and gone. Deeply gone. She hates it. She's like, you were just away. I'm like, listen, my body is tired.
Yeah. And how many days you train? 5?
5, yeah. So I've changed my split now. It's actually similar to yours.
Yeah.
So now I'm doing like Monday, upper, Tuesday,
lower
but kind of full body.
Yeah.
Then Wednesday, I'm doing upper, rest Thursday, Friday, lower, Saturday, upper, Sunday, rest. And I'm running as well.
You're running as well?
Yeah.
Where do you find time to run?
Midday, there's a gym in my office. So I do like 5K, 30 minutes, boom, quick. Or I do some speed stuff, out of the way.
How old are you?
28.
That's why. Don't worry.
The body will mash up.
Hey, boys, you young boys. You see it?
He trains a lot.
Huh?
He trains a lot.
Trains a lot, works a lot. Yeah, you lot have energy.
The thing is, I still have energy, so I'm like, you know, why not do it?
Do you know how my body functions now? At you lot's age, it's probably similar.
Yeah.
Now, you know, like when Apple sends the update to iPhone 14 and it starts playing up, and the battery, when you charge at 100%, works at 60%. That's how my body feels like at times.
Is that injuries or just stress?
No, it's just tiredness.
Time. Yeah, okay, so
yeah. So you see the way you said you get in and you just fall asleep. That happens to me.
Yeah.
I'll be sitting on the couch.
Gone.
I could be active the whole day. The moment I get comfortable in my own space.
You know, for me, the funniest part for me is like, at any point during the day, if I was working from home, right, and I went to my bed, I'm gonna sleep.
Yeah.
At any point, it could be at 10 a.m. It could be, I'm gonna go to sleep, so I just don't go to my bed.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, my body's actually tired. Yeah. Like, I'm not rested at all. It's just functioning, right? So once it gets a chance to just knock off, I'm gone.
So I'm guessing the weekend you catch up on a lot of sleep.
I don't. Now I'm trying to, which is why Sunday I'm doing as a rest day. I don't just because I hate training on Saturdays and there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
So obviously in the mornings at 7, it's still empty. So I'm trying to wake up at 6 to go at 7. So I'm getting like an extra hour of sleep.
What gym are you training?
Now Phoenix Gym, Witten. So obviously I moved to Essex. Before I was in Northwest, I was training at Greatness Gym, Grafton.
Okay.
Moved to Essex, now I train at Phoenix Gym. I trained at King's Gym Croydon for like a year and a bit. Yeah. So that was that when I made the most progress.
Yeah.
Most
streaming.
Most progress.
Go live now. What's your name, brother?
Emeka.
What's your social media handle?
Emeka Odo. So Emeka, EMEKA,
AKA,
ODO.
audio.
I think is that an underscore? I don't know.
That's where
What's your profession?
there's an underscore.
Banker.
Banker.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
an underscore
It's an underscore,
at
right?
the end of audio.
Yeah. On YouTube, there's an underscore. Yeah, there's an underscore.
Where'd you went? London?
Yeah.
London Banker?
Yeah.
London Banker.
I'm the reason why you don't have money. Like, you guys can blame me. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna say. Because you don't have a job. Nah, that's lazy. Or you study photography. Now you're gonna blame me. These guys in the comments kill me, bro. I'm telling you. The stuff I get on my DM sometimes. They're like, yeah, because of you guys, I didn't get a job. Like, bro, based on what you study, how do you think you're gonna get a job? Like, what made you think studying classical studies will give you a job? And it'll give you a job that'll pay well. This guy is back for me, bro.
University, yeah. No, college, when you get told in college, yeah, you can do whatever you want when you go to university.
Rubbish.
That's a trap.
Rubbish.
Never listen to them. Them careers people, they say you're a failure.
Funniest thing, right? When people ask me about career advice on my YouTube, I literally tell people, listen, based on your skills and knowledge, get the best job you can get that'll pay the most money. Don't worry about all these other perks. Look at the salary. That's all that matters, bro.
It's real talk.
And it's based on your skills and knowledge. Some people, that's a banker, that's a lawyer, some people, it's a cleaner. And that's just life.
That's just
life, right? There's no point telling someone that low IQ to apply for a banking job. You won't get it. So don't waste your time. If I applied for a job to be a lawyer, I wouldn't get the job.
It's true.
Because I hate reading all the
We're alive
jobs.
now.
Yeah, we're live.
We're live.
Yeah.
What made you get into banking?
Money.
Hey, he's a true emo man.
You know what's funny, right?
So it wasn't a passion as a child.
Both my parents are bankers, right?
Oh, for real?
But obviously, growing up in Nigeria, right? If you're smart, you're pushed to do science.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing physics, chemistry, GCSE, that's what I did for GCSE, physics, chemistry, math, all that stuff. So you're pushed to science because Nigeria, they don't know better, right? So I was going to be a doctor.
Yeah.
And then
That's a typical.
I was going to be a doctor, then I changed it. I was going to be a chemical engineer, right?
Yeah.
So I came in for college. And one random day, right, I just researched how much do chemical engineers make? Because in Nigeria they make money, obviously all the oil is there. When I saw the salary was like 40k, 30k, I said, no. But luckily for me, right, I was good at math, right? So I was like, okay, what jobs pay the most money in the UK?
Yeah.
First thing I popped up was banking. I said, that's what I'm going to do, straight up. That was it.
That's what made you made that choice.
And both my parents are bankers, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, like, it pays well. So I was like, straight away, that's what I did. Straight away.
So where both your parents based? Are they based here now or?
So they're divorced. So my dad based in Lagos, mom in the US.
Okay.
Yeah, but
then how come you decided to end up here?
Because I think at that time, I'm trying to remember. At that time there were loads of shootings in the US, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
And then London is obviously close by. So I was like, why not just come here?
Okay. So were you born back home?
Yeah, born and raised in Nigeria, Lagos. Yeah, I grew there.
Real Lagos way. What area?
Lekki.
Okay.
So,
Phase one.
Phase one. We grew up in. I grew up in Magodo, but we moved to Lekki 2001.
Okay.
And then I moved here when I was 16.
Okay.
I moved here for A levels, uni, masters. Now I'm stuck here.
He's stuck here. 12 years a UK boy.
Bro, I've been 12 years. Crazy. I've been here 12 years.
Yeah. That's crazy. I grew up in the Surrey area.
Okay, yeah. I have a lot of friends that grew up there.
I grew up in Aguda.
So I used to go to that stadium a lot.
Huh?
Obviously the national.
My mom used to work there.
Okay,
yeah. So growing up as a kid, my mom used to work at the National Institute of Sport. How I got into basketball was because of Hakeem. He gave me 2 basketballs as a kid. So that made me start playing basketball when I was young.
Yeah.
But football, I used to like football more. Funny, I don't watch football. I don't support a team, I don't follow football. I remember as a kid, Kanu and Okocha, I met them when I was like 8. And they gave me footballs.
Yeah.
So sport was my thing until I came here. My aunt was maths teacher.
You must study.
You must study.
You must, yeah. You know,
You finish school finish 3:20. I had a deadline. I had to be back in by 4.
yeah.
If I wasn't in by 4, I had excuses planned of the reason why I wasn't in. I was doing more work at school.
Yeah,
I was studying at school. These times I was in Camel with my friends talking to girls. But I was studying how to approach women. You know, that's the sort of studying. But yeah, I just remember like my aunt she was just onto us about read. That was it.
Yeah.
But I think that's what made me hate school. Because
It was forced.
yeah.
It was yeah.
Because the thing is, I was naturally book smart. Like, I didn't find school hard. But the more I got forced, the more I regressed. So, like, you remember in Nigeria, you had double promotion.
Yeah.
I used to get held back every year by my mum because she knew I hated school. So I'd always pass the test. And my mum would be like, no, stay in your age group. I'd be like, why? She'd be like, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to run through school quickly. Because like you, I was money motivated from young.
100%.
My mum used to be like, so what are you going to do if you finish university by the time you're 15, 16? I said, make money.
Yeah.
She's like, well, why are you so, I said, I don't like school. I know the end goal is to make money.
See that, I don't think a lot of people kind of deep that, right? I always tell people like, what you want to study at university, if it's not a subject that you can straight away monetize, so if it's not finance, law, medicine, that straight away, once you study this, it's a straight path to a job.
Yeah.
Don't study it.
Yeah.
If you're just interested, bro, study online on YouTube. Don't go study music. If you're just interested in music, bro, get an online course of doing music. Why are you gonna pay 9 grand if you're international? You're gonna pay 16 grand, 18 grand to study something you're interested in, right?
Yeah.
Now people can say like, oh, that's not fair, but hey, listen, you can't then complain when you have a job. Honestly, I'm fine if you say, okay, I want to study this subject, I find it interesting, but don't complain after 3 years you have no job and blame the job market. There's no job for people that studied that subject in the first place.
It's true.
So that's just my own.
So you said again, you got into, because someone who just joined the chat was asking how did you get into banking. So reiterate, you got into banking because you were in school, you saw that the wages were better than what you wanted to do.
I can never forget, it was because I went A-level, I went boarding school here, so I remember...
What boarding school?
It was in Tenbury Wells, so this is like Hertfordshire. It was far.
Where's Tenbury Wells?
Outside.
Where Tunbridge was?
No, this is like near Midlands. There's Dombey there. So
you say the brother said, oh yeah, boom,
go there. I can never forget.
I said, Jessica.
It was like, I think it was Madrid, Barcelona. Someone was playing, and the guy I shared the room with, Nigerian guy, he used to bet a lot of money. So he's like, bro, if I could make more money, like, I could bet more.
So he was betting in college?
Yeah, bro.
I hear it still. And
then I was like, wait a minute, let us check. Chemical engineer, how much do they make? I was seeing like after 3 years can make 40 grand. I said, no, that's not what I want. So straight away, like, okay.
He said the expectations were too low.
What jobs can get me 6 figures early? I saw banking, I saw law, I saw obviously you work at Google, all the software guys are like, okay, fair enough. I know I can do banking. That's what I'm going to do. So obviously did A-levels, finance, undergrad. Luckily for me, my undergrad, I could do a year-long internship. So, which is good because after your second year university, you go work for a year. So you're actually going to leave university with work experience. And most of the time, if you go work in banking, those guys will keep you straight, will try and retain you once you graduate. So that was always my plan, right? So, but I was partying, right? So I actually didn't apply on time. So I ended up working at Zenith Bank UK. Obviously the Nigerian bank, we have a branch here. So I worked there, loads of experience, did a lot of stuff at the bank, finished undergrad, obviously Nigerian parents, you must do masters. It comes with the bachelor degree. It's not like it's like, you must do masters. So I did masters in banking and finance, did some internships and I got a full-time job. So
So how long you been in your full-time?
We're 2026, 4 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 years.
Where you based? Canary Wharf?
Canary Wharf, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 years now. It's doing okay.
So watching his YouTube, yeah, it's crazy because when he does these vlogs, you see him 5 a.m. up, gym, work, 10 a.m. you're back at home. Sometimes it's still, before you're married, you'll be back at home, he'll still be working. I'm thinking to myself, when do you find time to sleep? When do you find time to socialize? When did you find time to get with your wife?
Yeah.
Answer these questions. And when do you find time to edit?
Okay, so socialize. Once you start working in banking, you have to really pick who you want to socialize with. You have no time, right? So, funny enough, once I started working in banking, I think a few months later, me and my wife started dating at that time. So, most of the time I was socializing with her on the weekends or after work sometime. And when I go to the gym.
Yeah.
So Saturday, Sunday, I always made a thing where I go try a different gym and go with one of my boys. Like, so I know you met Solomon. I would literally drive to Muscle Works or Binton just so we can catch up. But at the same time, we're doing something like I would do anyway. I train, kind of thing. So that was basically how you have to do it. You have to find a way to make the socializing not just socializing. Unfortunately, it's not. I can't just chill.
Yeah.
It's not time to just like listen to just chill and except this holiday, right?
So how did you meet your wife with this kind of schedule?
Funny enough, we met in Lagos 20. Shit, I should know this time. We met in Lagos 2019.
So she's not lying.
No, she's asleep. We met in Lagos 2019, and then she was going to university in the US.
Okay.
So we kept in contact, right? But then we didn't start talking properly again until like 2021.
Okay.
And then we just kicked it off from there, and then literally. But I think for her, it's a thing of when we started dating, she used to kind of spend a lot of time with me, because obviously sometimes when you're telling your partner like, hey, like, listen, I'm busy, I'm working, they think you're lying.
Yeah.
She came and spent. I know.
He's dead. He's getting over with.
Yeah.
Like before fathers.
He's probably on YouTube. When I said I have a meeting at 9 p.m., she's like, nah, there's no way. There was a week she came and spent. I was working from home a lot back then. She actually came and spent the full week. She's like, oh, fair. This guy's not lying. He's not lying. Like, he leaves his desk to go to the gym, get food, or do some steps. That's it.
Yeah.
He's at the desk the whole time. So I think once she saw that, she kind of understood that, okay, this guy's actually busy.
What do your colleagues say about the discipline? Because lunchtime, obviously, you go and run your 5Ks and all of that. What do they say about your discipline? Like, how do you? They must be confused how you manage.
Most people are confused, but to me, it's just quite straightforward.
Yeah.
It's like, if you want to do this, you do it. If you don't do it, it's not because you just don't care enough.
Where do you think that came from? Do you think it's growing up in Nigeria, moving here, and boarding school and all that?
100% is like that Nigerian mentality, right? It's like growing up. Obviously, my dad was working crazy hours. Like when he obviously worked in banking, so he was getting posted to like Jos, Port Harcourt, different. So I only saw him sometimes on the weekend, sometimes every 3 weeks. And I've gone to my village. I've seen where he came from. Like, you don't get where he's out of luck. It's great, right? Because some people we grew up with, they're still in the village.
Oh, I know this. I was in the village in July.
Yeah.
I've seen some of my uncles, and it's sad because there's been no progression.
Yeah.
It's more regression. That's the best way to put it.
Exactly.
Yeah. They've gone backwards.
So for me, it's like I've always kind of, because of that, maybe even wrongly tied hard work with success. Obviously, it's not just that straightforward, but more times than not, it is that straightforward for most people.
No, I understand. I understand the mentality. I get. I think before we went online, that's the reason why I said the age thing.
Yeah.
When you get to my age, you're gonna pull back a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Because now you're still gonna value the hard work. Like, I still work really hard, and I tell everyone work hard, but at the same time, I've started valuing my sleep. I actually track now.
Sleep.
Yeah. I got my band on. I track. So that if
you track it with a nurse.
I track it.
Okay.
Anyways, it's funny. But I actually track it now. So if let's say like the other day I had a bad day, I slept 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
I I went gym, I did things I needed to do, but I came home and I was like, you know what? I need to make up for it. So I slept another 3.5. I have to get 7, because if not, you play with your health.
100%, yeah.
Especially with, you train, you run 5Ks, you do a lot. It's a lot of pressure on the body.
Yeah, the thing is, I actually know, but
Ego is not going to go.
It's what is the trade-off you're willing to do with your health to do what you need to do.
Why do you work so much?
But yeah, how many siblings you got?
4. Well, 3.
Who's the oldest?
Me.
You're the oldest.
Yeah. But the thing is, all my siblings are successful.
Yeah.
Like sister's a doctor, brother works at
Where are you based?
He lives in Leeds. Works at like an accounting firm there.
Yeah.
Sister's a doctor in Leicester. So like everyone's successful, right?
Oh, so they're all UK based?
Yeah, everyone's UK, but everyone is like different places.
It's just your parents that are.
Yeah.
Okay. Someone asked here. Do bags have a group chat where they laugh at our spending habits?
No, we don't. Obviously not. But yeah, you guys spend crazy. Like the amount of money people spend in proportion to what they make doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Someone asked why are banks shutting down across all the high streets?
I mean, they ain't making money. It's that simple, right?
Yeah.
If they're not making money, they're gonna shut down, or they feel like they don't need as much branches because everything can be online.
The next person asked, what part of banking do you work in?
So I work in the CIB division.
What's that, like when they're black for bankers?
No, so obviously the investment banking division. I try not to go in specifics just because there are a lot of weirdos online. I always tell people, if you want specific advice, DM me. I'll reply with LinkedIn. I'll send you a 10-minute voice note that you must listen to. Yeah. So you actually want advice?
Yeah.
DM me and I always reply. So yeah.
Someone asked, what is your base salary?
Also, I can't reveal that. Yeah. But what I will say.
What was it starting?
Yeah, I'll say based on
when you started.
Yeah, so based on what is being reported by e-financial careers that I cannot confirm or deny, base salary starting off at
you're a real politician.
Straight out of university is 60 to 70 grand, depending on what firm you are.
Yeah.
So you can start off at 60. Let's say you can start off based on what they say, 60 low end, 70 even higher. Then obviously you have a bonus as well.
Chat, do you hear that? You lot should get into banking.
Obviously you also have a bonus, which is a percentage of your base. So typically, based on what they're saying, if financial careers, it could be 50%, max 100%. So all in all, you could be taking home almost
100 back to uni.
100 back.
Bro, God forbid I go back to uni. What? A banker? Bro, this guy's telling me he works all the time. Do I look like a guy that work all the time? I don't want to work all the time. I'm okay. I'm really okay. I respect. I can never do. The academic would never appeal to me.
Yeah.
Because of just a focus thing. Like I can't pay attention to one thing for that long.
He's ADHD.
Yeah, there you go. So that's why when you're describing like your life to me and stuff, like in terms of you work all the time, you got no social time. Every minute of your life has to be like productive. I find that interesting because I wonder what you want from life that you find that necessary.
I mean, for me, obviously, everyone needs a certain amount of external stuff to feel happy, in quotes, right? Some people, they need to go to the club every day. Some people, they can go once a month and I'm fine. For me, if I go once a month and I go crazy, like now I was in Lagos, I know you saw my story. We did like 5 nights out. I'm good till like April. I'm good. I don't even want to taste tequila again. If I see tequila, I'll run.
He said, yuck.
Yeah, so
I'm Azul in the place, okay.
Yeah, so like for me, it's like, and I think, end of the day, right, you want to achieve a lot in your life, you kind of have to train yourself to get content with less. You just have to. There's no other way about it.
So you're saying you need less?
What do I always say?
Nah, I've decided my life has to be high input, high output.
Yeah, but I always say to you that sometimes you have to go less to get a higher output.
I don't think that works.
But you know what? It's like
in terms of like, I don't know, the life you live, it's like you're very content in a low input environment.
Yeah.
So like I can't do that because I get like, no, I need to do something like something.
Well, I told you why, because I know if I stay low for now, the moment I'm like, it's go time.
Yeah, straight away.
I'm going to be on a higher, not even a mid. I'm going to be on a higher forever.
I can't do that. It doesn't work.
It's a patience game.
Well, it's something you have to train though. It's like some people, you can't. I don't have to go to the gym, but
But
you
you
have to
know
train
what?
it.
His motivations is similar to mine because
You're not similar. We're not
yeah,
similar.
because he like when you mentioned the thing about I asked about back home, bro. When you go there, it's a it messes with your head because you see it and you're like, I could work harder, just never to be you.
Yeah.
Just never like it's.
I get that.
Yeah, it puts you in a frame that if you don't work harder,
You can end up here.
this is
Yeah.
This is,
And it's legit.
yeah, this
It's not-
is legit. Your
It's not like I'm seeing on BBC Africa.
Yeah.
Like I can go back and I'm seeing people like
I understand.
bro.
Like-
I think some of my uncle's lives, jail will be easier. I'm being dead serious.
Probably.
I'm being dead serious.
Probably, yeah.
Because I see what they go through and I say, whoa, like,
So
how have you literally sat down for 50 years
Yeah.
since the war and you stayed in this,
Situation.
yeah, you're basically trapped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, right, we're from the southeast. Some of my uncles ain't left the southeast since forever.
100%. Yeah.
They don't even know what Lagos is.
Yeah.
Like, they can't afford to go to Lagos. Do you know how crazy it is? Like, I was talking about it, was like, oh yeah, how long do you take it to? I said, oh, I took a flight from London straight to Lagos. And they was like, oh, you didn't take no connecting? I said, no, I don't do that. They was like, oh. Then I asked them, oh, have you flown from here to anywhere? No. They've never been on planes.
Is it not expensive, like traveling?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like, around Africa. In terms
yeah,
if I want to go from,
but
I don't know,
they've never been on planes.
Yeah, but for example, if I want to go from Lagos to Accra, for example,
Yeah.
that it's expensive. No, it's not
Depends-
like
depends on the
traveling
time
from.
of year.
It does sound weird.
It's not like going from like Poland to I don't know Norway.
It's,
Like,
it's a
that
shorter
would-
journey.
That's
Yeah.
way cheaper.
Yeah.
It's a shorter journey, but it's just
I imagine
the
it's
taxes they put on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, the taxes are ridiculous.
So
But
much is expensive.
yeah, when you go out there and see how hard their lives are, yeah, you become super driven because you realize that they still probably get up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
and what you see like in a month, it takes them a few years to see that.
No, bro,
That's the
I
reality.
get it, and I see it. So,
And remember the
obviously
thing he said about when he was in boarding school and the light goes off a certain time.
Yeah.
Some people don't even have generators to have light
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
I was
This is
on the last day I was in Lagos. I was in my aunt's house chilling, and then I'm just like, wait, there's no light
Yeah.
because it was afternoon and the light was off. So I was just thinking, okay, like it's just you've got the light off.
Yeah.
Then it's 7 p.m. and the light is still off. Then I was like, wait, we're actually having a conversation in darkness.
Yeah.
So my cousin turned on the candle,
Yeah.
and that's when I had to literally just say to my aunt, oh, what's your account? And
Yeah.
said, I think I said like just under £1 million, and they were so happy.
Bro. Yeah.
But that was money.
How much is that for me? Because I don't.
Let's just
So
say
it's-
480 pounds.
Yeah. So literally, I remember I was gonna splash that money on something.
Yeah.
But after seeing that, it was a shock to me.
Yeah.
So the shock made me, you know what I mean, react. But I just said to myself, wait, I can make that back within easy when I get back. But that is people's reality. And
yeah.
I always, like, you see, like, I'm always grateful to my mum. Because if it wasn't for my mum, that would be my reality. You get what I'm saying? Like, I've got a brother who's still in Lagos and he's okay. He's got a decent job for where he's at. But he's not seeing mad money, and I'm just lucky that he's got us, because he would never have a zero. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
But a lot of people don't have that over there.
There's no fail safe.
There's no fail safe.
Yeah, you're gonna end up on the street, real street. No,
Yeah. It's rough.
there's no homeless shelter that
Yeah.
you even try.
Yeah, I understand that, like, the motivation, because obviously I was in Morocco recently.
This guy.
Moroccan words, you know.
It was-
Hey, you fitting like a local though.
Bro, they were speaking Arabic to me.
Of course,
Yeah.
you look like a local.
Yeah, you're local.
I do,
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't speak Arabic, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm getting the normal price. As soon as I open my mouth, the price goes up 3 times.
Ah,
Bro, you let me live.
Quiet.
I can't. How can I navigate the world and I can't talk?
You say shukran.
That's what I was doing. I was like, shukran. I was like, yeah, see. But yeah, no, I was there, and like it was interesting to see how it is out there, because I was seeing like a lot of poverty, but it was mixed in with like in like tourist areas.
Yeah.
So you have like kids who are obviously like they're clearly homeless and stuff. They're outside, and it's like they're just hustling, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is bad. Like, there's people on like the streets, like they're selling services. So like one woman that done my hair, and she tried to fleece me for bare money, bro.
Well, that's Africa,
But,
man.
yeah, but I was like, do you know what? I get it. I understand what, because
I don't know them. Yeah.
you have to learn how to hustle. So I gave her a bit of change extra, and I was like, yeah, cool. Like, at least you did something. Do you know what I mean? Because there's people out there that just rob you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting story.
Bro, traveling is important, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that you've been traveling a lot.
It brings perspective, innit? I think one thing I was thinking, like whilst I was away, was you have a lot more context of life than me, like in terms of experiences. So like, for example, there was a point where I had a lot of money, but I didn't know what to spend it on, or whether I should save it, or like why am I saving it? There was no context, so I just had money. And then I think money without purpose, it just evaporates, you know.
Yeah.
As a bank, I'm sure you probably see like a lot of people just.
Remember we said people spend more money than they actually have.
Right, cool. But then I think so. You've gone to different places, and obviously your starting point in life, like this isn't you wasn't born in.
No.
So I think it's interesting that you see things from a perspective of, right, this isn't my home. Like I could really have been here, and I'm lucky to be here, so that's why I work so hard.
Yeah.
So you have a lot more context. So I don't have that context.
Yeah.
So I was born here. So I feel very, without traveling, I've had a lot of privileges that I'm not even aware of. So it's like, okay, cool, I've got money. It's like, I just got money. I've got money for no reason. So traveling gives me the context of like, okay, I have money because I don't want to be you.
Yeah.
So I do get that, but in terms of living your life, I can't do that.
And you know what?
Too much.
Like what you're saying, right? The you for you guys here is council estate. To some people back home, bro, that's Dubai!
Brother.
To some people, that's Dubai, right? So you guys you've not actually seen real poverty.
You haven't seen real poverty.
Where they actually using a bucket on the head, the kid is 5 with a bucket on the head, getting water.
Yeah.
Like,
you wrap your cloth, you place it in your head, you balance the bucket, and you walk like probably like a mile to go get water.
Yeah, that's
Then you drop it, then you have to go back and get it again.
I said,
Huh?
I said, I pay my water bill. I said,
Bro.
no, Ross, the water's off.
It was in water bill. What water bill?
That's what I'm saying.
What water bill?
I'm not even praying.
You're praying for rain to try and catch it in the tank.
No.
Leave the tank open when it rains and pray for rain to fall in there.
Nope, I'm not doing that.
Bro, life is, I don't think you understand.
It's gotta be, I'll be a serious scammer.
I'll give you an example. July I was there, it was raining season.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to see my mum's grave. So I'm on this side of the road. My mum's grave is on the other side of the road. But, because the roads, you know, like our roads, how it's red side.
Yeah.
Because it was so flooded and there was deep potholes, I couldn't get to the other side. And to get to the other side, I had to come out of Imo and go all the way onto the main road and try and get in via PH.
Yeah.
So that would have taken me an hour and a half to get to the other side.
Yeah, that's long, man.
My mum's walking distance. If I went in December, I could have just walked because it's dry.
Yeah.
But because of the time of the year, bro, and people was actually walking through it, like knee deep in muddy water, and looking at them thinking, my God, I'm privileged.
Yeah. Bro,
I refuse to step in this.
I met a guy and he was just talking to me like it's on a friendly thing, like when men come over to you like over there, it's like you want money, bro. Like I know you know I'm a tourist, like you want something. But we were just chatting to him, he was saying like he walked. He was like, I'm from Senegal. I was like, right, that's bare far from me. I'm in Morocco, but how'd you get here, bro? Like, don't make sense. And then he's like, I walked. I was like, what do you mean? Because you have to do you know where you have to come from?
Yeah, through borders.
Bro, you have to go through mad places. He's like, I walked through the Sahara. I said, you from where?
Yeah.
From the Sahara, bro.
Yeah.
And he was like, so the pattern is you go from wherever you get to, speak to this guy, and then if you get to Morocco, you can pay like 2,000 dirham, and they put you on a rubber boat.
Yeah.
A rubber boat
to
get you in, to try and get you into Spain.
Europe, yeah.
But apparently, like, he paid like 2,000 dirham. And bearing in mind, like, he was saying he can't get a job because they don't employ people of his skin tone over there, which I understand. He was like, the max they were paying is like £7 a day for farm work.
And they will save all of it. And they'll probably spend like 50p on bread.
That's it.
And stack up everything.
Which is crazy. So I was thinking,
Until
how long
until
do
they
you
have
got to
enough.
be hustling for to even get
Probably
this?
do like half a year, yeah?
That's it, cool. And then he was saying, so he paid his 2,000 dirham or whatever, and I think he said he got into like a box, and then somehow he ended up way back in like Senegal or something, and he was pissed. He was like, it took me like 3 years to get back here.
Yeah.
Bro!
And he would try again to
And
get
he
over
was trying to
Europe.
get, and he was just trying to get
Yeah.
into Spain. And he said, like, this is like basically the last time I've really got, because if I get sent back, like, I might die, bro.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it.
It's crazy, man. Life is crazy. Someone asked, is it too late or even possible for someone to transition into banking from the research consultancy at 30 years old? Will they have to take an entry level role if so?
How old the person?
30.
Not too late at all. Not too late. I think
that's like Kevin.
Yeah, the main thing you need to do is like know exactly where in banking you want to work, right?
Yeah.
Know where you want to work and find someone to talk to that's actually working there.
Mm-hmm.
And then actually find out from them, okay, what do you guys look for when you're hiring? Because people have this vague idea of what you need, but like if you don't talk to someone who's actually working there, then you'd have no idea.
You have no idea.
At the end of the day, it's never too late because as long as you can show you're competent, right? It doesn't matter if you've not done banking before because at the end of the day, what is banking? It's accounting. If you're good at math, you can do banking.
Yeah.
If you have logic, you can do banking, right? I have a good memory, of course. So it's never too late.
Mm-hmm. Someone asked, how long will banks last for the future?
Hold on. We got a super chat, man. So big up Southern Purchase. So what's the tax on gold bullion?
On gold bullion, I have no idea.
He has no idea.
No idea.
He has no idea, bro.
I don't know I don't know what it means there was a tax on it.
I don't know. I'm assuming if you buy something and then it generates like interest or whatever, so you made money. Once you go to sell it, I imagine.
The question tell the guy that question doesn't make sense.
Question doesn't make sense.
Someone said, how long will banks last for the future?
Banks are gonna last forever. The main reason is obviously this whole talk about banks being displaced by fintechs. But what's gonna end up happening is, at the end of the day, right, the fintech guys also want to sell their company. So the bankers end up acquiring all the fintechs. That's it. So I remember when I did my, funny enough, for my summer internship, right, I did at RBC, Royal Bank of Canada, and my presentation for my summer internship was the rise of fintechs in banking. That was like 2021, and yeah, it's basically what's happening now. Like banks just acquired the fintechs, and you see the big banks, Goldman Sachs, under them is like 20 fintechs have acquired. Mm-hmm. So banks are going nowhere because they technically own the economy, right? Mm-hmm. They're not going anywhere. So I think people have this idea that it's going to get displaced. No, they're not. The big ones are going to stay.
Someone asked, what's the most misunderstood thing about credit scores in the UK?
The most misunderstood stuff is people think taking on more credit impacts your credit score negatively. Mm-hmm. But you have to think about it this way, right? The people that can, obviously your credit scores kind of find out, okay, how much are you a good person to loan to? Basically that's what it is, right? Yeah. And how can do you actually have a good chance to repay? Mm-hmm. Think about it, right? People like, if for example, these billionaires, right? Bare loans. Massive loans, $1 billion loan, 100 million loan, right? But what matters is end of the month they pay. Yeah. That's what matters, right? So just because you take on more loans doesn't mean your credit score is going to go down. Yeah. What matters is can you actually service the loan, basically.
Let's see, more questions. What's the most common financial mistakes you see people make?
I was not spending too much money, trying to live way above their means. Like, I remember when I passed my driving test and everything, and people were like, oh, what car are you gonna get, blah, blah, blah. Like, listen, for me, my car, the PCP payment plus insurance, max £500. Max. Yeah. That was a hard limit. It was like, up to me, if not for my wife, I've got a Prius. I actually don't care. Yeah. I'm going to the gym, I'm going to Tesco, that's it. But she's like, no, I don't get a Prius, I got a Toyota hybrid. I don't pay up to £500 on that car. That was my hard limit. And I can afford to get a Range or G-Wagon if I wanted to. Mm-hmm. But if you're not earning one money, why are you getting a G-Wagon? I know you're not. Because you're asking, if you're not. If you're not, right? Why are you trying to get a G-Wagon or a Range Rover or Mercedes?
Wes, answer the question. Why are you trying to get a G-Wagon or a Range Rover?
Like for me, right?
I don't want one.
Huh?
I don't want one.
You know what?
I'm not really interested in them. I'll go on, bro.
For me, right? I actually don't mind if you get a fancy car, but you buy it outright. Then I know you're a real baller. Don't do the mom. No. If you want to show me you have money, buy it outright, spend 100 bags, and let's see.
How do you know? If I've leased my G-Wagon and someone else has bought it, you don't know.
No, I don't know. But then I don't care.
Alright,
but the women do. The women just get it. I've got one.
Super chat, the
Yeah.
same guy.
Super chat.
He said, if I buy a kilo in gold today,
Yeah.
in 2 years I sell my kilo, what would the tax be in UK? Here in the US, I just sold a kilo and was taxed 37%.
I mean, you have to check what the tax is when you sell investments. I don't know. Well, I don't know if there's any nuance between gold versus any other equity. I have no idea. Well, I mean, use ChatGPT, man.
Big ups on my purchase, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate, right now, year 20, 25. Makes sense.
So on that point of
Yeah.
essentially knowing whether someone's wealthy or not.
Yeah.
Like from let's say from the eye test.
Yeah.
So what are some things that you working in banking would
Yeah.
see that maybe the average person wouldn't see and go, yeah, this guy's got money. Because I think I see like there's front end finance and there's back end finance.
Yeah.
So back end being this real estate, etc. Front end being I don't know jewels and cars.
I don't believe anything I see in this country. Even in Nigeria,
Okay.
there's no real. I mean, there's systems now where you can pay monthly for stuff like your house, your car. But most people in Nigeria
They own things outright.
outright.
Yeah.
There, I know if I see that G-Wagon is yours.
Right.
Yeah.
Here-
There's no like finance.
Yeah, now there's
What at all or is limited access?
it's limited,
It's
but
limited.
it's getting better now.
Yeah.
It's getting
But
better now.
most people you see out there, if this is my house.
If it's 10 houses, they own the 10 houses outright,
Outright.
with the land.
Yeah.
Right.
So for me in this country, I don't even try and guess because I don't know.
So you say it's a losing game essentially. The whole keeping up with the Joneses, trying to be guy.
Yeah, it doesn't
So
make sense
I'm
because
pulling up outside of Eden in my G-Wagon.
it doesn't make sense because I don't like no one actually knows that car is yours.
But the ladies assume it's mine. And that's what matters.
You'd be surprised. The ladies are not that dumb.
My
They
friend.
want you
My friend,
They
I've got some
want,
stories for you.
no, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, right? They want you to believe that I think you're the guy.
Yeah,
So you can
yeah.
spend money on me.
Yeah.
So ask you, if all banks were to shut down tomorrow, what would you do?
If what all banks
Were to shut down tomorrow, what would you do?
depends. I mean, I'll move back to Lagos. I'm going to work there. So it's like the bank I was working for. Let's say all the banks were to shut down in the UK.
Yeah.
I packed my bags and moved back to Lagos.
Yeah.
Straight up. Somehow I'll move back.
Have enough to buy a house
Yeah,
straight away.
yeah.
So do you feel comfortable there in terms of like, would you be able to live there?
I lived there for 16 years.
No, but going back now.
100%, yeah. I go back every year.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, is it the best system? No, but then even though way around it, you can make it work.
So if you have money, basically.
It's not just money.
It's not just money.
Connections,
Yeah. It's
grit.
it's just about
It
money.
doesn't money. It's connections, grit. If like me and my friend were discussing about this during like the wedding, right? Even the richest people in Nigeria, right? Life is not straightforward because you still deal with the same problems that normal guys deal with. Bad roads, water might be like bad, no light. Like you deal with all the same problems, right? And it can really frustrate you. So it's not just about obviously money is important, like most important, but like you need to have that grit as well, and you can't just give up because Lagos will frustrate you because there's no proper system to get stuff done, right? I'm sure everyone here, if you want to bid for a contract for the government, there's a system. You put your bid offer. And Lagos,
You have to know someone.
you have to know someone to know someone.
Shake hands.
Yeah.
It's a lot of handshakes.
So why then? I'm assuming there's other countries within Africa that are more developed than Lagos or cities rather. So why would you choose to go back to Lagos as opposed to elsewhere?
It's where you're from.
Where I'm from, and that's why I know. At the end of the day, right? That's where I'm from, and I can't get kicked out of there. End of the day, right? Any country you're in, you're a guest. That's just the truth of the matter, right? It's like you're on borrowed time. No matter how, if you have a passport, okay, if you look black, you're not from here. You're a guest, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's like even me right now trying to acquire more assets in the UK, I don't do it.
Right. Why?
Because I plan to move back to Nigeria eventually, right?
Okay. So that's the firm, solid plan.
Yeah.
That's the same for you.
I was saying it to you. I said it's one of my options.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like I don't see the point of trying to invest more assets in this country. At any point, the immigration rules could change, or any rule could change that say, okay, if you're not British born, there's a tax of 40% on. So, like for me, it's like okay, put assets where back home.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you a dual citizen at this point?
No, I'm just Nigerian.
You're just Nigerian.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
just got a Nigerian passport.
Yeah.
So
Remember, he's only been at 12.
12. I'm eligible to get
I don't
the
know.
indefinite leave to remain this year.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will do it eventually.
Can you not naturalize and say like God save the king and that, and then you get a British passport?
It takes time.
So once I get my indefinite leave to remain this year, then if I get this year, then next year I can get a passport and stuff. Yeah.
Right. Would you want to do that?
I will get the passport. It doesn't still change doesn't still change my point of view. Like I'm moving back.
No,
to
for
Nigeria.
sure. But
Yeah.
I was just thinking in terms of like access to the rest of the world. Like it's a stronger passport to have, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the-
Nigeria can't get anywhere. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same person who asked previous question asked about mortgages and how you create the money and the fraud the banks commit. When you take a loan from the bank, you create the money. If someone wants to improve their finances in the next 6 months, what's the first thing you tell them?
I will tell them go to your banking app and download your statement and look at that statement like what am I spending my money on? Okay, how much do I make per month? Let's say you make $2,000, right?
Yeah.
I saw that you're making let's 2 grand is low. Let's say you're making $4,000, right? Your expenses should not be more than $2,000.
Okay.
So I'll say
you just glanced over $2,000 low. That's a normal
$2,000
job.
is, I mean, fair enough, but it's tight.
Yeah.
$2,000, so
You're the boss. I just work here, man.
So
I just want to ask.
for me, it's like okay, look at what your fixed expenses are.
Yeah.
If you can lower that, do that. Variable expenses, listen, even not able to save a lot of money per month, they're gonna go.
Yeah.
Variable expenses have to go. Netflix, remove it. Get rid of all the variable expenses.
Bro, like that, my £10 gotta go.
If you're struggling, if you're making £2,000, £10 is a big amount of money for it. Yeah, so if you have £10 there, £10 there, by the time you know it's £100. So also I would say you have to invest your money monthly.
Yeah.
So if you get paid on the 25th, that same day you should set up a direct debit with whatever broker, Vanguard, Fidelity, and you'll invest that money straight away.
Right. Okay.
So it shouldn't be the fact that okay, once I receive my money and I've paid myself, then I'll invest. You should invest once you pay your fixed expenses. You've paid rent, you've paid more or less internet, to be honest, is important. You've paid rent, gym, internet, maybe your car. Before you pay for your Netflix or anything else, you invest the money.
I'm curious as to, because for a lot of people, like Netflix might be, let's say, the only luxury that they do have.
You can't afford luxury, sorry.
Right. So I was going to ask you. So what luxuries do you have in your own life, your own personal
No,
life?
I have everything I want.
Yeah.
So it's
but what is that? Because that would vary. It's subjective. Because for example, you might see something as a luxury that I want, and vice versa.
I mean, in terms of luxury, right? It's if I want to buy something, I just buy it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not. I'm not.
He's not withheld.
Yeah, I'm not withheld, right? I'm just smart with my money, so I could go to Selfridges and buy an expensive shoe or buy whatever. I could do a luxury spa day. I could, but then what's the point? Yeah, like I'm trying to stack up and buy more houses. Yeah. So that was my point.
I'm just trying to think of an example. So let's say Chizo does basketball. So I'm assuming you pay some sort of subs or to contribute to the court, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So we can say that's a luxury because if worst came to worst, it has to go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So do you have anything like that in your life? So you got the gym, but we'll say that's a normal.
I have 3 gym memberships.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So you can say that's a luxury. And
so you invest more in the things that you do on a normal.
I don't mind people investing in stuff they find fun, but you gotta make the money.
Yeah.
So if you're complaining that you can't invest money, then stop the luxury. Like if you're not complaining about you can't invest more money, then the luxury is fine.
Okay.
So there's nothing wrong with luxury. I'm not gonna tell Jeff Bezos you can't have luxury, right?
Yeah.
But it's like if you're complaining that you have no money, then obviously you just stop the luxury.
See, I agree to an extent because I think ultimately if you're struggling for money and you're spending a lot of money in the club, spending money here, it's got to go.
Yeah.
But where's the limit? Because the way you kind of make it sound is quite militant in terms of you don't have money, so you must work until you have the money again, and there's no downtime. There's no.
But your downtime your downtime just has to be you on the couch resting.
Right.
Like if you think
sacrifice to get what
if
you
you
want.
think if your downtime involves you spending more money that you don't have, then it's wrong. There's something wrong with you.
Okay.
Because you've trained yourself to think, okay, my downtime I need this external stimuli to feel better. But end of the day, right, you're gonna go back home and you're gonna sulk because you have no money. So I think our generation, we rely a lot on like external stuff to make us feel better, right?
Okay.
End of the day, if you feel better within, it don't matter what's happening externally, right?
Yeah.
If you're content being on your couch Friday night and you see your friends partying, if you don't care, you don't care.
That's me, man.
Yeah,
That's what baffles him.
Me, most of
that's what baffles you about me.
No,
Because I just don't care.
No, because I understand it, but
I just don't care.
I don't know. There's as much as I'm mature for my age, I'm still 26, so I'm young. So there's still an element of experiences that I haven't had, things that I don't know about.
You get out of the system. I've got out of my system. That's the difference.
To an extent,
Remember, I always say to you, I've lived multiple guys' lives.
Same.
Yeah, no, I get
Like
that.
I've done so much that sometimes I scratch my head and say, "Wow, how did I find time
I
to do
also
everything
say
I've done?"
I've got my system just by the fact that obviously I went boarding school from like year 7.
What uni did you go?
Loughborough.
Okay,
Yeah.
someone even said in chat,
Yeah.
like, I remember from Loughborough.
So I've been boarding school since year 7, right?
Yeah.
So I've been by myself since year 7, right? And I've done everything I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not. Also for me, it's like how many times am I gonna go to the club? Like I mean,
It's rinse and repeat the same.
yeah, it's the same
Yeah.
thing, same people, the same tequila, and like also I got that out of my system. Like also I then moved here after year 11. I've done myself as well. I've done all the parties. I've done all of that. There's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing something like, oh bro, you have to come out tonight. I'm like, bro, all you're doing is popping shots. You link a girl and that's it.
Practically being by yourself from young.
Yeah, so I've been since year 7. I've been like that's all my siblings, right? So we've been by ourselves since year 7. Year 7 to year 12, boarding school, Nigeria. We came here, boarding school again, A levels.
So who came out here first? You?
Yeah, I came first, and my brother followed next year. He's a year younger than me.
He's a year younger than you.
Yeah, and my sister.
Do you feel like growing up like that, did it make you look closer or a bit more distant?
I would say closer because obviously even when I went to boarding school in Nigeria, also I went first and my brother came and my sister came. So it was always a thing where
you were all in the same boarding school?
Yeah, same boarding school.
Okay.
So it was always a thing where I always make sure to look out for them. And also, end of the day, right, they are the only ones I can fully trust. Everyone else is like, you could always have ulterior motives, right? Family could do that too, but that's twisted, right? So it definitely made us a lot closer because then it's like, we only have each other.
Yeah.
End of the day. And we just have to learn to like stick together ultimately.
Someone asked, can you be good at maths and do it at university if you're not used to do it? Rephrase the question.
So can you study mathematics at a high level at university
100%,
if that's not something that you would say that comes naturally to you?
See, I would say possibly yes, probably no. So I would say if you're not good at math at A levels, you didn't do math for the math, do not go and do math at university. It's not gonna work. It could work, but I wouldn't bet on you graduating well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone said, how much money do banks keep in their banks? How do banks create the money?
So how much money do banks keep?
Yeah, but before that they asked, how do banks create the money?
So depending on the bank, I'll say, okay, let's say for example, someone like Citibank, right, it's an American bank, right? Most banks will make money from net interest income, so they're making money, net interest income. They also have money from investment banking fees. They also have money from like asset and wealth management. They also have money from like payments. So those are the 4 main ways banks make money. Now within those 4, you can go into like sales and trading, you can go into loans, but those are the 4 main ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone said, have you accidentally seen someone get magically 1 million in their account?
I mean, it does happen, but it's rare.
Yeah.
And I don't work in that part. That's more like personal banking. I work more with like, if you like, institutional clients.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
So when you say institutional clients, what do you mean? More business to business, like?
I mean more my clients are those that are listed on the exchange or like on the stock market.
Okay.
Yeah.
So big
Yeah. I'm talking billions.
So what do you do for them? Going into like a bit more into your job role?
Yeah.
What would happen if you made a big mess up at work because of your lack of sleep?
Thing is, my work gets checked by probably 4 people before it goes anywhere, right?
Okay.
So the likelihood of that happening is low. I don't like going into myself about work just because I don't think people can learn anything from it that will help them out. Because if you know what I do at work, so what?
I think it's more from an aspirational level. So like we have a lot of people like that want to be bankers, etc. So maybe if you glance over the different
your
roles,
only aspiration should be I get paid well. I find that work, I don't find it interesting that much. I enjoy finance, but like it's not like I'm like yeah man, I can't wait. Excel today.
So you've been 4 years now?
Yeah.
If you was the same company 20 years, what would that look like financially?
Good. Like once you get in, you're set. I don't mean you're not going to spend money in the club every day. Like I mean, think about it, right? Once you get in, you're starting off 100 bags, give or take, maybe 90, 80. That way you're starting off at 21 out of university, right?
Yeah. And that's including if you get a bonus.
Yeah. And that obviously not going to go up exponentially, but it goes up.
So 20 years, what would it look like?
You're at least on $500,000.
A year.
At least. Obviously, it depends on how you perform and all that stuff, but like, it's a profession, banking, law, software. It's a profession where once you go in, you're straight away middle class. Like straight away, right? Based on, like if I assume that the average person in the UK earns, let's say 30 grand, 28 grand, and you're earning that as a bonus, you're straight away like you're probably top 10%, 50% of earners, right?
10.
Yeah, probably 10%, yeah.
Probably even less, maybe even 5. 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Someone said banks create money by lending and recording it on their ledgers. Then they report to central bank. That.
No.
Then they said primary lenders have a direct line to central banks. They're big banks that then lend to the other banks. So they're saying primary lenders are like JP Morgan, HSBC.
Most banks would have a credit line with central banks, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like HSBC probably has a credit line with Bank of England and the other banks. But the reason credit line is there depends, right? It's there for either for liquidity, like if HSBC need liquidity for whatever reason, or they're also doing trades with different banks. So, yeah.
So said he's trained not to disclose any information on banking.
It's not. You know what? It's not even just that. Obviously, like compliance and work and all that stuff. It's more like even if I describe to you what I do, it doesn't get you any closer to getting my job. It's just a nice to know, and I'm done with having like telling people nice to knows and stuff like, oh yeah. It's like, bro, like, if you want to get the job, DM me. Let's talk about how to interview, what questions they'll ask you, and then actually get down to business. But to talk about what I do on my days, like, there's no point.
So if you was to interview yourself, what would you ask? Because obviously you want to give something that's impactful, something you can, something that's actionable.
Yeah.
So what would you ask yourself? I'm curious.
For interviews, right, even it's less about what I will ask, it's more like I'm looking at your body language and seeing how you conversate. Because even to make the big box, right, a lot of times I speak to clients, right, so I'm looking, okay, you keep eye contact, do you speak properly, can you think on the spot? Because that all matters a lot of times, like being thrown a curveball and you might actually get the answer incorrect, but it's how you actually came to that solution. So a lot of times in banking interviews, they'll ask you this like brain teasers like, okay, you have 10, how many tennis balls can fit in an aeroplane? No one knows, but they're trying to think, okay, are you going to say something like, okay, are you going to come to like, okay, I'm going to assume you're talking about a small aeroplane, let's say Boeing, blah, 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 blah. That already is a check, right? Because you're trying to paint the picture for me. I'm going to assume the aeroplane has, actually, you don't say, I think let's assume the aeroplane is a private jet. and I assume there's 6 seats on that private jet. You're doing that to try and limit how many balls you can actually put inside. Then if I say it's an Airbus, like I have no bearings, right? So let's say it's a private jet, small aeroplane. I say there's 6 seats. I say the height of a private jet is probably my height. If I'm standing straight, that's what I'm 6'2", 6'3". So okay, how many balls if I stack you can fit that? And I assume if I lie down like this, there's 10 of me. So all that kind of talking. Okay, this guy thinks. So that's what I'm looking for.
But then it's in terms of a podcast setting, so if you was interviewing yourself, and you wanted to get some sort of actionable information out of yourself, what would you ask? Because obviously you know your role, you know what's useful, what's not. So what would you ask? Because without you giving me information, I can't then.
So are you asking? What would I ask about?
What would you ask yourself? If you sat there with someone with the same credentials, the same everything as you, the same backstory,
I'd be asking how can I get your role?
Okay.
More than because. If I can tell my job title, and you can read what I do in job description, is not helped you at all. Because I could just repeat to you back what my job description says on LinkedIn. But you should be asking, okay, how can I get the role you have? What steps can I take?
So what pathways then? Okay, so let's say from a college start. So what is the pathway from there to your actual role?
I would say if I was going to university now.
What did you study in college first?
Finance.
In college.
So uni college. I did math, economics, and and psychology. Funny enough, I did math, economics, psychology. And then also I did finance undergrad. So I was actually starting off now, and I want to get into banking. I would study. One matter is studying a quantitative degree because obviously with AI coding, all that stuff, being able to code is a plus. And obviously being good with numbers is a plus. So I will study finance, economics, math. I will study quantitative finance. Anything like quantitative, I'll study that. Because obviously at the end of the day, right, if I have a CV, humans are the same. I see someone study math, someone study music. You're applying for the same role. No matter how much people say you can land a banking job with a non-finance degree, more times than not, it's the guys that study something quantitative that get the job, right? So I'll tell people, make sure you study something quantitative.
Someone asked, what's the difference between an investment banker and a private banker?
And, okay, so investment banking, in sort of general terms, you can be in M&A, so mergers and acquisitions. You can be in equity capital markets, or you can be in debt capital markets, or you can be technically sales and trading. A private banker is the guy that is meeting up with Jeff Bezos to say, hey bro, how can I, in fact, even more detail, the private banker is just sort of an RM. So he's the one trying to pitch.
What's an RM?
Relationship manager. So he's going to Jeff Bezos to say, okay, what do I think you can invest in and all that stuff. So a private banker is think of it more like person to person. Investment bankers deal more with corporations.
Okay.
Both make money. Listen.
Yeah.
Both make money.
Someone asked, is it best to stay liquid based on how the economy is currently, or is it more beneficial to minimize / eliminate debt?
Okay, no financial advice. So it depends on what your debt is and what the interest rate on your debt is. If your interest on your debt is quite high, you obviously want to get rid of that quickly. If your interest on your debt is 50% and you have cash in the bank, you better get rid of that debt because you're paying a lot of interest on it. End of the day, you should always try to eliminate your debt as soon as you can while still meeting your investment goal. That's basically it. And while still also, honestly, it depends how much you're making and how long you can actually bear paying that interest and that loan back monthly, right?
Yeah.
That's basically what it comes down to.
Someone asked, banking aside, what are your actual dreams you would like to pursue?
Dream-wise, I definitely want to, like I've discussed this with my wife, I definitely want to start a family early. I don't want to be like 50 and getting my first kid.
Alright. You see, like you said, you want to start a family early.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll be able to keep up with your current work output. What does your wife do for work?
She works in Gusto, like it's not like HelloFresh, but she works in research for them.
Yeah.
But she works from home most of the time. She's in office once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when you have kids, how do you think both of you be able to keep up? Because you're both
Impossible.
Because he's got 2 kids.
Yeah.
That's it.
I would say something will have to change, and at that point, like whatever needs to go and get done.
It'll be your schedule. Your schedule would have to accommodate family life.
Yeah, that's fine. If that means going to the gym instead of 5 times, 3 times, I'm for it, because ultimately 3 times is more than enough to keep my physique.
It'll be way more than that.
It'll be way more.
It'll be way more. That's what.
No, I'm saying.
But your hours as well, with working wise.
What? I don't really like.
Because now, I guess, you cutting that off would give you the mornings to spend and do things with them. But apart from that, you finish really, really late.
Yeah, but you know what? It's a discussion we have to have where it's like, soft life means someone is working hard. There's no other way about it.
Yeah.
Someone has to be doing the output.
Yeah.
Luckily, I'm able to do it by myself, and you don't have to do as much. But there's no other way. There's no actually other way about it. Is you have to make it clear to your partner, like, hey, like, listen, like, one of us has to be working this crazy hours to live the life we both want to live. Like, one of us has to do it. There's no sort of like stuff will change. It's not gonna change. I think most of the time people try and say no, it will change. Like, no, I'm gonna have to work these hours because to pay the mortgage, to keep on traveling as much as we do, to enjoy the whole. The money has to come from somewhere.
So the concession you have to make is you're gonna maybe have to work more or do more to cover her to take time off of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
So you prefer to do that as opposed to you having more time at home.
It's not that I don't want more time at home. It's more.
Like if we just had the 2 options, your preference would be you would work and then she would be more at home.
Yeah, because I have more capacity to do more work.
Okay.
Like obviously I can work crazy hours, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't like to work crazy hours and can't do as much as me.
Okay.
So there's no point trying to say me stay home. Like I can do the work, so I'm gonna do the work.
Was she raised in Nigeria as well?
Yeah. Well, she was raised kind of here in Nigeria, back and forth, but her parents are like proper Igbo Nigerian too.
Where are you based?
Her parents are based in Banana.
Ah.
Yeah. Based in Banana. Yeah.
Rich gang.
Yeah, so it's like, also for her, it's good because end of the day, like, she saw that growing up, her dad was working as well. So
what field was he in?
Oil and gas.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a thing where it's like, I don't have to explain that much. She knows that, hey, to live soft life, someone's going to be working. Now, she has to also have to be conscious that she might have to reel me in and say, hey, Emeka, we've not gone out date night for the last 2 months. We've not done this, like, let's do that. Okay. And I also have to recognize that also at the end of the day, right? I have to make sure I'm also satisfying her that way. But the work is going to have to get done.
Yeah.
That was like non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Do you have a? Did you come from a big family?
Big?
A big family.
Yeah.
In terms of like lots of siblings and stuff.
3 siblings.
3 siblings.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
cousins, it must stretch.
Cousins, yeah. My dad has 9 siblings. Mom has 7, 8.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, lots of cousins.
So then my follow-up question is: Do you want a big family? Like, do you want a lot of kids? Do you want
2 kids.
2 kids and done?
Done. Very expensive, man. I ain't 2 kids max.
Okay.
Max. More than 2 makes everything help. You have to change the kind of car you have.
Yeah.
Hold it there. You have to start doing. Yeah.
One
One stroller. We both go. You have to start getting big. Yeah. 2 kids max.
No,
Bro, I wanted 4 kids. That used to be when I was a kid. Then fast forward, seeing the cost of living, way things are expensive. Like when I'm working during the daytime and I'm seeing mothers struggling, like I had one in the car a week ago, and this is the first time in a while that I've given anyone less than 5 stars. She had three daughters. The big one was a teenager, calm, peaceful, quiet. The 2 on the 7, demons. Bro, they were kicking the chair, kicking my arm. I'm like, we want Chris, we want Chris, we want Chris. 20-minute journey. She was like, oh, could you just wait 20 minutes? Like when we get to the graveyard, I'll give you.
No, you negotiate with terrorists. Children are unreasonable.
Yeah.
You can't negotiate.
Bro.
There needs to be a.
10 minutes she gave them. My whole car was covered in crisps when she left out.
Of course it was.
I just went on that app and gave her 3 stars. I would have given her 1 star, but because she was so polite and so nice, I just thought to myself, if I give you 1 star, your rating might dip so low.
Yeah.
Other Uber drivers are gonna pick you up. But I'm like, control your children.
Well, the thing is, you have more kids, you need more time to train them. You can't give. You have to give them more time, you have to pay more money.
You can see the oldest one was just so frustrated with the little 2, but the little 2 were just they spoiled.
You're funny.
Huh?
You're funny.
Why?
Because you always make concessions for people like, oh, you don't know what's happening in people's lives.
No, you know
what? People 3 stars, dude.
No, I had to.
Wait, was this crispy in your car?
Just
a piece of
bro,
shit.
my whole car.
Bro,
I couldn't work. That was it. It was done.
Broski, she got 3 kids, bro.
Bro, she killed my shift.
Ain't my kids.
Facts. You're not wrong.
Bro, she killed my shift.
You're not wrong.
Ain't my kids.
I ended up losing time. I ended up losing money because I had to go. I had to blow by because it was when it happened was 4:15.
Yeah.
And I know my car wash and all the other car washes I go to close by 5.
Yeah.
So I literally the moment I got out of the funeral place, there blowing to 14th because I was like, I can't get to mine on time.
Yeah.
I got there right before the shop. So I'm like, now you've made me spend. Bear in mind, I didn't need to clean my car. You've made me spend money to clean my car again.
Cool.
But I could have been bad mind. You know what other drivers would have done?
What?
They're taking a picture, posted it to the app, then Uber would have made her pay £120.
Fairs.
You get what I'm saying? So I thought, you know what? Because I could see you struggle with your children. I didn't want to be an arsehole, but I could have taken a picture and got paid 120 and said, there you go, have your 5 star.
Did you get any sort of refund or anything, or did they pay for your...
Bro, she didn't even tip me. You get me?
But what did you gain from giving her 3 stars?
Huh? I was vexed.
So you did it good. Oh, you did it for no reason.
Yeah, I was being paid.
I hear it. Yeah,
I was being paid. I had to get something back.
You're a piece of shit.
No, bro.
You gain nothing from that.
No.
You gain nothing from that.
You do.
No, you get. If you said to me, you took a picture, sent it to Uber, I would have said, I understand. But you gave her 3 stars for no reason.
Bro, 120 or 3 stars. Choose.
I hear you. I get where you're going.
Choose.
I get you.
I could have got that 120 in my pocket.
No, you're petty, man.
Yeah, I am.
I did it for no reason.
No, I am.
I did it for no gain.
I was vexed.
There was no benefit.
I was vexed.
I was just like,
She asked it. Could I give the kids crisps? I said, ideally no. Like I don't allow eating in my car. I said, I don't even eat in my car.
Yeah.
Then she's like, oh, but she like after 10 minutes, she's like, oh, she's gonna keep. I said, are you going to tell them not to? And then she said to them, eat your crisps and make sure you eat in a packet and don't, bro.
Brother,
my whole
car.
car.
On the phone to the terrorists. If I give you this 10 mil, you're not gonna blow up my yard. Yeah, of course, bro, of course. 2 2s. The 10 mil's gone.
Super chat. Blessings from ATL. Question: what are your thoughts on taking financial advice from AI like ChatGPT, Gemini, etc.?
End of the day, right?
Shout out Pandura.
Yeah.
$10, man. It's crazy. Big up, man.
End of the day, right? Most of the ChatGPT, Gemini, all that stuff depends what you mean by financial advice. If I assume you mean like stocks to invest in or all that stuff, the blanket statement I would tell you is past performance does not predict future performance, right? So you can, ChatGPT might say, okay, invest in this stock because it's gone up in the last, 2 years or whatever, but I wouldn't just do it. And I'll say most people shouldn't even be looking, most people don't have the knowledge to even try and pick what stocks to invest in. And they're just wasting their time and gambling anyway, in the first place. So I'll say financial advice for most people is trying to increase your income. Like people try and almost take the easy way out. So, okay, bro, what can I invest in with 20 extra money? You need to make more money. You need to make more money. That's it. You need to make more money because you're trying to cheat to try and say, okay, I'm not making that much money, but how can I make this small and have multiply? Are you going to end up losing all your money?
Someone said they have a mortgage on a home that is 40% of their monthly salary. Should I find something cheaper?
Yes.
Straight answer, boy.
Yeah. You're living way above your means. I'll think of my mortgage right now is probably 25%. It's probably 25% of my total pay.
Yeah.
Net, not even gross.
Yeah.
Net.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when I was looking for houses, I had to think about it this way: the utility or how I feel.
How many bedroom?
Four detached. Yeah. How I feel about living in a house that costs 400k versus 500 or 550k. What's the real difference that I would feel? There's nothing. Now if you say 400k, 1 million, fair enough. Yeah. But in between 400 to like 550, the house is the same. Now you're gonna pay an extra 100k for maybe a bit more space here and there. It doesn't make sense. But I'll say 50%, 40 is quite high.
Why?
Someone in the chat said he got robbed on his mortgage.
No, I'll show you the house.
No, not you.
Oh, the guy, yeah.
Why did you? So you're 28, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So why did you buy a property in England if you're looking to, if like your long-term plan is outside?
Because I also still want a place like a base here. Nigeria, never knew that place could explode. So it's about being flexible. It's about being flexible.
Have you got houses there?
Yeah.
Where? Lagos,
Enugu, yeah.
mainland or island?
Island.
Where in the island?
Lekki, phase 1.
Bro, don't you ever fear though? Cause the way they just be running through and just knocking houses in. Yeah, bro, I always have that in the back of my head.
Yeah.
I saw like in it's like phase 2.
Yeah. Yeah, they knocked a couple of
Yeah, and I saw houses there that I was just like, oh shit, I want that.
Yeah.
And I remember saying to my cousin, I want a house there, cash.
Yeah.
But the issue is, I fear that happening.
See,
and you're just chilling here and someone sends you a video call and your house is just
gone.
No,
end of the day, that's the risk of playing with Nigeria, man. End of the day, the rules can be written like this. Oh, you didn't pay this tax retrospectively. Like, what? Where would that tax come from? So end of the day, that's the risk you face. Which is why you have Nigeria too.
Okay. This person is a house, an asset or a liability?
Technically, until you pay off the mortgage, it's a liability. Because it's not making you any money.
Yeah, especially if you're living in it.
Yeah, it's not making you any money, so it's a liability. Now, I mean, if I was getting geeky about it, if your mortgage balance outstanding is 480 and for whatever reason your house appreciates more than that, then it's an asset. But it's about what is the actual equity of your house versus how much you have left to pay.
So when you was looking at your mortgage, I think, so to give more context, a lot of people when they go to buy a house, they try to get like the maximum value for house for their income essentially.
Dumb.
As opposed. So
dumb.
Why is that? Can you explain to?
Because then you're more or less not giving yourself any buffer. Because when you're buying a house, right, there's obviously going to be your deposit, there'll be your stamp duty, there'll be moving, there'll be furnishing, and all those are being paid as cash. Obviously, your mortgage obviously is paid over how many years, right? So, based on my income, I could afford a house, and my deposit, I could afford a house that was around 750k. The house I got was worth 500k.
Okay.
Not because I couldn't get a 750k house, but it doesn't make sense because you have a lot more costs to pay for. And you should also be trying to obviously that extra what's it called, 100k or whatever, you use that and pay down your current mortgage, and very soon you'll be mortgage free.
Okay.
So don't try and get the max. Don't try and borrow the max from the bank that they'll lend you. The trick, obviously, because they want you to pay more interest. So if the bank can lend you 750k, drop it by 100k.
This person's saying what? No, that's not true.
What's not true?
I don't know.
There's no context, bro. Just
there's no context.
The chat's not.
Yeah.
So you're talking about leaving a buffer and stuff. So why do you think that people go for the maximum house that they could possibly afford? Do you think they don't have that thought of leaving a buffer, or do you think
Yeah,
they have it and then?
I think it's, I think people don't realize, right? Like, obviously you're excited to buy your house. If no one tells you, okay, you're gonna buy a house, you obviously have to put a deposit. You have to pay stamp duty, which is, you pay that cash.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay for moving costs. You're gonna pay for furnishing the house. All those are paid with cash, through your credit card, obviously. There are a lot of costs you have to pay with cash straight away once you actually get the house. And again, like I said before, how the house makes you feel, a 750k house versus 650k is the same way.
Yeah.
I would say even versus a 550k is the same way. If I would say between like, in my opinion, between like 500 and like 650, the house you get, obviously maybe 650 is a bit bigger square feet, but you don't derive any more happiness from it once you actually start living inside. Because the extra space that they've quoted and making the house 600, you're never in that space, you're working. So what's the point, right? And then you're gonna end up spending so much money just for the house. And then
Someone asked how are product roles in banking. I'm currently in a big tech firm and looking to make the switch.
Product roles in banking, they're not bad, but I'll say I don't think you need prior experience in banking. But I know a lot of product roles now, they're kind of needing people to know how to also, if you like, code and stuff. I'm more into products, so I don't know. But I know there's a lot of like, most roles now, there's a requirement to know how to like code and all that stuff. But so yeah, it probably pays a lot. You can look into it.
He said, next person, what are your thoughts on interest rates in the UK and how it could impact the FTSE 100?
Thoughts on the interest rate in the UK and impact? I can't answer that question. I can't tell if they're going up or down. I can't say.
Someone said, would you recommend buying with a partner? Did you do that?
Yeah. Would I recommend buying with your wife? Partner, I don't know, buying with your wife, I'll say yeah. Obviously, if you join your incomes, you can obviously afford a bigger house and everything. Obviously, if you're putting a deposit together, you can then obviously get a better house. But yeah, I'll say yeah, there's no reason not to.
So in terms of the areas to buy in the border,
yeah.
so do you work in London or do you work remotely? Or?
No, I work in Canary Wharf.
Okay, so you have to essentially commute from where you are, right? So did you find benefit in that in terms of living a bit outside of London to then commute in?
Yeah.
Did you experience any loss in the travel time in terms of quality of life or financially?
No, good question. So for me, when I was looking at the house, obviously I was in Canary Wharf, I was kind of indifferent about area because when we're viewing house, we viewed in Red Hill, we viewed in Stevenage, Hitchin, Essex. As long as we get to work in like 80 minutes door to door. 80, yeah. I didn't really mind.
So what do you do when you leave out and you're in the train? You just start.
Laptop opens. I'm gonna edit. And the train for me is 50 minutes. That's 50 minutes of you can only edit or use your phone. You decide. You decide, right? So that's when I edit all my stuff. Okay. 50 minutes to go, 50 minutes back. That's, let's just say 2 hours a day.
So you're a person that uses every minute.
Yeah, you have to.
He has to.
Yeah, he has to.
You have to because you have to. So for me, before I bought the house, I actually did the commute. So after work, I went to the house via how I actually do it if I was living there. And also, I spent 2 nights in the area in the hotel to also commute to work. Because obviously, like I was saying, London Bridge, hell no, it's too stressful. But for me, I'm commuting from Stratford.
Right.
So that's a lot easier, not as busy. London Bridge, Euston, nah, not for me. But I just made sure that I was fine with the commute and everything. Yeah.
Someone asked, what's the best appreciating asset to own in your opinion?
In general, equities appreciate the most, last I guess, right? Mostly best asset to own. I'll say obviously when it comes to what assets to own, you need to construct your portfolio to your risk appetite. They're the crypto guys that own 100% Bitcoin, right? It appreciates probably the most, right? But is that the best way to construct a portfolio? it's up to you to decide based on your risk appetite. Some people, they put the cash under the mattress, right? It's not saying like, hey, I'm putting my cash under my mattress because I don't even trust the bank to keep it. I want to be seeing the money, right? So you have to construct your portfolio to what suits your kind of investment needs. But there was a podcast I listened to, and I think it was actually the guy's point was more or less saying there's no asset that is too risky to invest in. It just depends how much of your total money you allocate to that asset, right? Because if you have £100 to invest, is it wise to put £99 in Bitcoin? Probably not. Is it wise to put £5, £10? Maybe. Kind of. So there's no asset that is kind of off bounds. It's how much you put inside.
Someone asked, what's better to have children before or after a house? And how much a year do you think you need to earn to comfortably have a mortgage and eventually a family?
First question was how much, what was the first question?
What's better to have children before or after getting a house?
Yeah, as long as you have a good living arrangement, you can be renting, right? As long as it's somewhere for them to sleep and it's comfortable, it doesn't really matter if you own a place or you're renting somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can be renting a house, right? Yeah, you don't have to actually own the house. So I would say if you want kids and you can afford them, then get them. Now, how much do I think you need to have kids? I think it depends where you live, obviously. To be honest, if I was to guess, at least 50K for one person. I think joint income household, you and your partner, at least 60K.
Yeah.
To be comfortable, at least 60K.
Yeah.
Cancel notification.
Yeah. Well, let the parents let me know. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. I have no idea. But the parents will tell me.
Someone said, when was the last time you used the fax machine?
Fax?
Yeah.
Nigeria. Well, I was doing some like stupid internship at some company probably in primary school. Yeah.
Someone asked, is it better paying rent or your mortgage?
Is it better paying rent or?
Is it better renting than paying a mortgage?
I mean, there's this age-old debate, right? If I was to do the math, right, and I think just financially, it's probably better to rent. If I was to look at it just like by the numbers, it's probably just better to rent. And as long as you're aware that, okay, I'm technically losing money owning the house, but I feel secure and have peace of mind and all that stuff, then it's fine.
What do you see owning a house as? Do you see it as like a long-term kind of like, I'm losing out, but it's like, if I get outright eventually and let's say I've retired and I'm wanting to move somewhere else, it's like you've indirectly had a savings account.
Yeah, I also see it as that.
Yeah.
I also see it as that, but I get the whole age-old rent versus owning a house. If you were to do the numbers, it's probably
Cheaper.
It's over a long enough time frame. It's probably better to rent, but obviously,
and you're not making nothing at the end of it.
Yeah, and obviously, as long as you're aware that you're not making the best financial decision and you're fine with that, it's fine. Yeah, that's what matters.
Someone said, will housing market bubble burst and slow down? Will house prices ever go down?
I mean, I think prices are going down right now. With the bubble burst, no one knows when or if.
At 35, should you move out, rent, or stay at mom's to save for mortgage?
Okay, this is actually very interesting, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, unfortunately for me, my parents live in Nigeria, right? But I was telling, I can't remember what my friend was telling. I said, if...
Do your parents rely on you for money? Or?
No.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. I was saying, if my parents were here, I'd be a homestead. And I wasn't getting married. I don't care what you think of me being a home. I'm stacking up. Fuck it. F you. Yeah. Like, I'll be a home comfortably. No problem. I'd be a home saving my money. I don't care about the outside perspective. Emeka still home, right? Okay? So what?
No, I get it. I'm still home, bro. No, I get it.
Yeah. To me, I don't get the rush. I get the rush to move out, but it doesn't make financial sense. And you can save that money, probably. I can actually invest that and compound interest. Bro, stay at home, save on rent. Stay at home and save on rent. If you need to go out, do your thing, you get a hotel on the weekend, £100. Hilton here, Croydon, £100. Room is big, comfortable. You £100. Even if I was to assume you do that every weekend, it's still £400. It's still £400.
The same person asked, how old should you be when you move out? I personally don't think there's a specific age. Yeah. Because this is all down to your finances.
Yeah, it's all down to
Alright. You see, like when people ask, okay, how old is it when you should move out? Above me is 6 bedrooms and people renting rooms. And all these people renting rooms all have families.
Yeah.
And I always think to myself, wouldn't it be more fun if you actually live with your family and you were splitting than sharing with strangers?
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be their own person.
Yeah, everyone wants to be their boss, but it's like, really and truly, some of them could have probably stayed at home and paid less.
100%, yeah.
You know, contributed less, because some of them came from council houses and family housing, and they're paying, technically, what they're paying for a room is what would have probably been the full rent at home.
Yeah. It don't make sense.
It don't make no sense.
It doesn't make sense. I think the reason people want to move out is like how
people want to move out to have sex.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. I said £100 Hilton Croydon.
That's the reality.
£100 you do that.
But the thing is, when you move out and the bills are flooding you, you're not gonna be having sex every day.
I know what I'm doing because you're broke.
You're not gonna have time to be.
Yeah.
You're gonna be thinking about how to make more money. You know what's crazy, yeah? When I moved out of home, I started making more money. And I'll tell you why. Because now I actually saw the value of things.
Yeah.
Like little things where, you see, like when you're at home, yeah, sometimes you might walk past and forget to turn off the light. When you live by yourself, you remember every little thing.
Yeah.
Like before, you might go to the shop to buy toilet paper, and I'm only spending on Kleenex or Andrex. I'm buying Tesco bags, bro. I'm not even thinking about all these things.
Yeah.
Like I'm buying, before at home, Harpic. I'm buying normal bleach.
Tesco, normal bleach. It does the job.
It does the same job.
It does the same job.
So now it's like everything's changed. Like before, I might only drink a certain type of juice. Some days it's the Tesco.
Before you weren't drinking juice anymore.
Then other days it's competitive. Yeah, I'm on 2 months. I stopped on the 1st. I gave myself a 2 month. So December and Jan, I was like, loosen up. February back to water. But yeah, it's just little things. You start to cut and make the savings. But when you're at home, you're not thinking about
nothing.
You're not thinking about nothing.
Nothing. You're just like, I'm just living. Someone's paying for it.
Yeah. Let's see. Any more questions? My kids are 26, 25, and 24. The building investing component portfolio.
So
what age should you get married then, man? I know Big Chisel got an answer to this one.
What age? You know, the question is like,
what currency is that? SEK.
FCK, no idea.
SEK.
Oh, that's Swedish. That's Swedish krona.
Cold super chat. What?
That's Swedish krona.
Big up the Meckham. Sub to your channel. How does your future look like? Have you ever thought about entrepreneurship? Any personal finance tips for us?
Yeah, I mean, personal finance tips, I would always say, like, in terms of, like, you should invest after paying your fixed expenses. I can't, like, emphasize that enough, because when people complain that they can't invest, it's because you're trying to invest, also you're trying to invest by going into your app and then sending the money. Do direct debit, invest straight away once you get paid. That much you leave your account, the same day you get paid.
What investment app do you use?
I use Vanguard. They've been around longest, in my opinion, and they're fine. But at the end of the day, right,
I use Free Trade.
Free Trade. Yeah, I mean, all the apps kind of, the major difference is the fees, and also how secure the platform is. Right? Yeah. But also for Vanguard, in terms of what you can invest in, is just ETFs and index funds. You can't do individual stocks in that.
NN700, I didn't dodge the married question. Emeka's married, I'm not married. Bro, you can get married at any age.
You can get married at any age.
Alright, put it this way, yeah. Before my ex broke up with me, I was planning to get married at, what was that, 29?
Yeah.
Yeah, planning the rings, everything.
No, he's just a tart.
Nah, B.
Jezebel.
You know what's funny?
Jezebel.
You know the funny thing? If I scroll back on memories, you know, like how you can search now on your iPhone, date and years.
Yeah.
I could probably find a ring. It was in pictures. Because you know what it is? I remember like we were walking past a ring shop and we walked in there and she was like, oh, that's nice. So I worked not too far from it. So I remember like a couple of days later, I went in there and took pics.
Yeah.
Just to, you know what I mean? Just to remember. So it was already like, alright, I know your ring size because I'd seen her rings in her thingy and I'd already gone and I'd taken it another time to the next place and they told me the size. So I was like, alright, cool, this is the plan. When she broke up with me. The end.
I was telling guys, there's no right age to get married, right? There's no
right age.
There's no right age, man.
The funny thing is, my dad phoned me the other day. You know, Nigerians and their stories. Story time. So dad phones me now. He was like, I had to call you. I said, what happened? Some guy from here.
Yeah.
He was 47. He went to Nigeria to visit his mom and dad.
Yeah.
He wasn't married, he had no kids. His mom and dad lived in Lagos. He was staying in a hotel, this is last month, and he died.
Yeah.
So my dad said he had a dream, and in the dream, God said to him that I need to get married this year because this guy died in Nigeria.
The correlation is that.
And the year before, my older brother died at 47.
Yeah.
And he was not married and he had one child. So my dad said, because I work so hard and live by myself, he doesn't want me to be alone at home and something happens and my wife is not there to call an ambulance or something. And I said to him, you're moving like I don't want to be married one day. I said, the way you make these things, you make it sound like that's not an objective of mine. I said to him, I've said to you from young, you know, before, like even as a child, I remember saying it before, you know what I mean, before there was a break between me and him.
Yeah.
But the way he just comes up with, I had it in a dream. I was like, stop your lies, bro. He didn't have no dream about me getting married. But I feel like, because all the siblings older than me and my sister that lives in Middlesbrough and my brother who lives in Lagos, all the ones older than us, are all married.
Okay, yeah.
So now he's
thinking what's going on.
Yeah. So he's like, alright, cool, I've got 5 kids that are married. Wait, twins are married. No, he's got 4 that are married and 3 not married. Wait, twins. Yeah, 3 not married, 2 dead. So he's like, it's mainly you 3.
What's going on? I mean, there's no point in rushing to make the wrong choice and then you end up getting divorced.
Hey, this guy, hey, Ellen, why you on to me? He's go, when Chisel get married? I've been watching this from 10K subs, year gap to say 5 years, get married. What's going on?
We get married.
Well, then, when you meet the right person, it's like straight away.
I hope so.
How long were you dating?
I was with her for.
So you met 2019.
We went 2019. We started dating probably 2022. We got married 2025.
Been a while.
Yeah.
What about kids? Grind money to pass on to you. Come on, man. Then. Relationship advice. Do you need a prenup more after a mortgage?
Do you need a prenup? No prenup. I didn't do a prenup. I think you need to look into what your marriage is and what's actually surrounding that. Mm-hmm. Now, being from Nigerian household and all that stuff, I don't think I need a prenup.
Was there pressure to marry someone from the same culture, same tribe?
funny enough, my dad would slip it in like here and there, like hey.
You must find the Igbo girl.
Yeah. But to be honest with you, it wasn't like, it was like if I came back with someone like a Yoruba girl that said nah. He didn't really mind. Obviously, his first shows have been like Igbo girl. In fact, first shows have been like Igbo from Enugu as well. But he wasn't.
Oh, your dad sounds like my dad.
It was like
Igbo girl from Igbo.
Yeah. But obviously, it was like, listen, as long as you're happy with the person loves you, all that stuff, it's fine. Because I can say, oh, I was buying something from Enugu and all that stuff, and it doesn't work out. What next?
How about your siblings? Are they dating people or married? Or?
My brother had a girl when they were broken up.
Yeah.
But he's just chilling. My sister is just chilling now as well. But I know my brother, pressure day for him now. He's under pressure. Everyone like, are you seeing what America did? Yeah, next to.
Hey, Eldest 7,000. Would you man marry a Igbo? Probably only West.
This is crazy. That's outrageous.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, but not me.
I like foreign babes, man.
Huh?
I like foreign babes.
So you.
Yeah, so it depends on what.
Yeah.
So does that mean just in terms of skin color?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So I was right. Yeah. Me no. But I've said that from young though. Yeah, I've said it from young.
If they let me back into Morocco, we can negotiate. At the moment, I don't think so.
Man's gonna be eating Nigerian chicken all his life.
Bro, man.
And that chicken's dry.
I didn't like Moroccan food when I went.
I don't like chicken at all. Like dry. Ellen 7,000, you're onto me, boy. My God, what have I done?
100%.
What have I done? Like Gabs was here earlier today.
Yeah, no, I saw.
Yeah,
he looks old, man. He looks
I said that to him.
He looks old.
Yeah, I said that to him.
He looks old, bro.
Yeah, he's been working too much.
Yeah, he looks old, bro.
And that's why I said I like my sleep.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing that. You know what it is? I even said to him one time, I said, oh, I looked at the beginning of the channel to now, and the grays is different. But I've got grey, but not as bad as him.
He looks old.
Like, I've seen he's part of the lack of sleep, like.
Yeah.
But me, I'm not doing that to myself, man. I used to, but now I actually track my sleep, like I said. I have to get 7 hours.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I was gonna say, if you want to look like Gabs, carry on, bro, carry on. The money will be there. Now, last couple questions, chat, man, then we'll wrap up.
Chat, any more questions for us? It's 11 p.m.
Is it?
People got sleep. Emeka got gym at. Wait, what time you get Kings?
5. I think they're open 6.
5:30.
5:30, yeah, I'll be there 5:30.
You're a serious guy, man.
Gonna do legs.
You're a serious guy.
Legs on Friday, yeah. Same here.
Gonna do legs.
Yeah.
One thing I was going to ask the both of you, so like, obviously, we mentioned it quite early. So Chizo lives a life, and I say his life boring, because he does the same things over and over again.
Yeah.
It seems like you guys are on the same wavelength in terms of low input.
Bro, I don't get. You see when people say things are boring, yeah.
I don't get
what you mean.
You don't even let me land.
No, I don't get what you mean. No, line. I don't get what you mean.
You know, for them, right?
Yeah.
For them, right? They think they need a lot of stimuli for them to feel like it's not being boring.
Yeah.
I need novelty.
Yeah.
I need novelty. So I can do the same thing, but I have to innovate under the same banner. If that makes sense. So that's why I do creative stuff.
Yeah.
Because I can do content, but when I get bored of this, I can film sports.
Yeah.
I can get bored of that and go film dancing. So I don't mind working, but there just has to be some sort of novelty to what I'm doing.
But do you know, like, getting bored easily is a problem?
It is for me, I would say so. But I can't, what's the word?
And it's something you can actually untrain.
I don't think so.
Because I actually think, except if obviously if it's like a chemical imbalance in the brain, fair enough. That's a different. But if it's like you just get bored easily, it's something you can train out of yourself, and it's actually something you should probably do.
So for me, so obviously I mentioned I've got ADHD, so I think for me it's less so trying not to be bored, and more so going the other way, trying to find things to keep.
You need to be like stimulated. You need to be.
Well, if I'm not working, I'm bored. So that's why I work a lot, because it keeps me engaged in the loop. So like where Chisel has rest, I can't rest. So I need to either be doing something that's incredibly fun or working very hard on something that's meaningful.
Yeah.
So there's not really a rest. So like I would probably sleep maybe less than I probably same amount as you. Sort of thing.
Does this happen to both of you? Yeah. when you sleep, does your real life clash into your dreams? Like your thoughts clash into your dreams?
It depends. I think when I'm having broken sleep, I find it hard to differentiate between
I only sleep, you know, like out of 7, 8 hours, I'm only in deep sleep for like an hour. So the rest of the time, my actual thoughts in real life crosses over into sleep realm.
Into your dreams.
Yeah,
So what do you mean?
it's
What's
annoying.
the impact of that?
Huh?
What's the impact of that?
It's annoying because sometimes I can be thinking of, like, especially on the weekend, I try not to sleep before my stuff finish because I've gone to sleep and I'm actually thinking of everything that could potentially happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is annoying. And when I wake up, I already know because I'll write it down quickly and I'll be like, why am I thinking of this?
When I sleep, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really drink. I'm knocked out, cold. Cause like I know my body is really craving it, so I'm just gone completely, straight away.
I conk when I'm actually fully burnt, but it's like if I'm not fully burnt out, then that's when those thoughts will start crossing over, and it's proper annoying because I'm like, I don't need. It feels like doing homework in your sleep.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because that's when your mind is meant to be totally at ease. Yeah. But it's fascinating how everyone sees excitement different in their lives. Like for me, like you, for instance, going gym and playing basketball is fun for me.
No, I get bored.
There you go. It's boring for you, but for me, it's fun.
Yeah.
Like.
You can do low input. I can't do low input. It's boring.
No, but it's low input to you, but it's high for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like when I go basketball, I haven't got my phone on me, so for like 2 hours, I don't have to talk to no one apart from my friends that I grew up with.
Yeah.
So for those 2 hours of my day, I'm like shit. There's no email to reply back to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is another reason why I like doing the pod, because when we're recording, I'm not replying back to emails. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of the day, like every hour, I'm seeing whether someone's in the venue DM, whether it's Instagram, whether it's TikTok, whether it's my WhatsApp, whether it's my emails.
Yeah.
So it's constantly email. Like I might be at the gym, in between sets, email. I might be working Uber. Email. Like today, I had last night I had 2 people book and send me their hire fee at midnight because I just happened to be awake. So they're like, oh, sorry for the late message, blah blah blah. I was like, no, I'm up. Like I could, you know what I mean? Because this is business, this is money. So they was like, oh yeah, I didn't want to send, not knowing it. I said, no, you can send now. Send them booking confirmation. You know, they were like, right, you're fast with everything. How do you do it? I said, I'm constantly on go mode.
Yeah.
My normal chat, it's affected my social life because that side of things.
Yeah.
People have been messaging me like, I always put all the time, I hate voice notes. And people always wonder why I say that. Because if I'm dealing with phone calls at the end of the day, so let's say like, I might miss calls the whole day. And I've got like, for myself, I've set out scripts now to reply back to people. So I just go copy, paste, send this, send that. And they're like, right, you're speedy with everything, not realizing that it's a copy and paste script. So it eliminates phone call times. Then I know if I have to call someone, it's after I've done, you know what I mean, most things. Then now for me to do that, then open my personal WhatsApp, 10-minute voice notes from you, 2 minute.
2 times speed, man.
No, it's still annoying. Then Instagram DM, voice note. Then some of my friends are like, right, you didn't reply back to it. I'm like, mate, when I'm tired and I'm sitting on the couch to eat and I see 40, 50 minutes worth of voice notes, my brain just switches off.
It was important you text me. You want
you get what I'm saying?
It was important you text me.
It was important you text me.
Yeah.
But you're sending me like...
Yeah.
So some people get annoyed with me because they're like, you don't respond back to messages. I'm like, no, you send voice notes. And it's got so bad now, have you noticed, I don't post on Instagram no more on my main page.
Yeah.
So on my fitness page, I post fitness, I post it and go. But on my main page, I don't post it no more because before, I'll post jokes, I'll post random funny things, I'll post random debates. But it got to a point where because I wasn't replying back to people as fast as they wanted,
Yeah.
and they're used to me being fast on everything, they started getting their feelings. And I was like, mate, me holding conversations with you back to back to back is not making me money.
Yeah.
So let me just focus on what makes me money. And I'm still there, but I just choose not to post.
Yeah.
There's just a few people that send me memes all day long and I just go back and forth. But everyone else thinks I'm not on socials. But I'm still there.
Yeah.
I'm giggling at everything, but I just don't post no more because people are getting so entitled to...
People feel like they're entitled to your time.
There you go.
But you're not paying my bills.
You're not paying my bills. You know?
Basically.
Yeah.
Well, no, man, it was a good session, man. No, I appreciate it. Have you got anything to promote, sir? Any?
Follow. Where's the camera? Follow my YouTube, Emeka Odo. Instagram the same. TikTok I have it, but I don't really use it. But still follow me. And yeah, if you want any sort of no financial advice, even career advice, how to get into banking, any jobs, send me a DM. I will reply, and it'll be a long voice note, so make sure you listen. But yeah.
Don't waste his voice notes.
Yeah, don't waste my voice note because I'm walking to work, replying you guys. Yeah, it's not easy.
Don't send me voice notes. I hate them. Like, I get a pile up of voice notes. My brain can't keep up with them. If you're gonna send me something, write it and send. Specifically send. You're from the channel. I pay attention to more people from the channel than just
random,
normal, random nonsense.
Yeah.
Like random nonsense. I'm not involved. But if you're from the channel, I've got time for you all day. Yeah, man, Mecca, man, thank you,
Nice,
man.
Nice. I didn't know it was 11. That's how time went quick.
For real, time went quick. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
It was nice,
You know what's